How to bet on golf, the best guide to golf betting. How to bet on golf, an introduction to golf betting. Golf viewership and bet counts rose during the early months of the pandemic, being one of the few sports that was able to put out a product when everything else came to a screeching halt. Unlike other major sports where customers place wagers on heavy favorites or spreads, golf is in the unique position to offer plus odds options week in and week out, which is enticing to customers looking to earn a larger payout on a smaller sized bet. Long odds are offered for bets like first round leader and tournament winners, and placement bets also can pay quite well and give you some wiggle room. So learning how to bet on golf and becoming a savvy golf bettor can pay off in ways that betting on other sports may not. Wager Talk frequently offers free golf picks, check them out. Betting on golf, picking the tournament winner. The main wagering option for a golf tournament is choosing the tournament winner. All players in the tournament will be a wagering option for any tournament. It's quite simple how to bet on golf tournaments winners. The favorite selection for a golf tournament, for instance Rory McIlroy, will have odds somewhere between plus 500 and plus 1,000 depending on the strength of the players in the field that week. This is an enticing part of placing wagers on golf, as usually when customers are wagering on favorites, they aren't getting 6 to 1, 6 to 1, or 10 to 1 odds. Golf betting, placement position wagers. Placement position wagers are a great part of learning how to bet on golf effectively. These give customers the option to decide whether players will finish inside the top 5, top 10 or top 20. Obviously, choosing one of these returns a smaller payout than picking a player to win the tournament outright, but golf tournament victories are hard to come by, as most players only win 1 to 3 tournaments per season. This is also a good way to create an insurance for a customer's selection that will keep money in their account if they select a golfer who comes close but does not finish in first place. Top 5, top 10 and top 20 selections will spit out plus odds for most golfers in the tournament, but a couple of the favorites may be minus odds in a top 20 market selection. An important thing to note when thinking about how to bet on golf for these markets is it is often that the dead heat rule applies. If a customer wagers on McIlroy to finish in the top 5 at plus 100 and he finishes in 5th place by himself, the customer will win their bet with plus 100 odds. If there are 3 golfers tied for 5th place, the McIlroy top 5 payout will be divided by 3. First round leader golf bets. As mentioned earlier, there aren't many sports routinely paying out 30 to 1, 40 to 1, or even 50 to 1 or higher payouts for one day of action of a sport, but golf's first round leader market provides this. Usually, long shots come in the form of season-long future bets where customers must wait an entire season to reap their rewards, but an FRL, first round leader, bet can get someone there in one day. Instead of selecting the winner of the golf tournament over the usual 4-day span, this wager is selecting the golfer who is in first place after the first round is over. Dead heat rules almost always apply to this market, so the winning payout will be divided by how many players are tied for first place after the first round. For example, if John Rahm went off at 15 to 1 to lead after round 1 and finishes in a 3-way tie for first, the payout is 5 to 1. Learn how to bet on golf with a focus on first round leader golf bets and you'll do very well. Strategy for first round leader bets. There are a few factors to consider when trying to select a first round leader winner. Although it may look daunting seeing almost 80 golfers in an event and having to pick a select few, customers can eliminate most golfers by paying attention to the weather, the style of golf course, the course conditions, and other player trends. For example, if the players teeing off from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. play with little to no wind, and the afternoon groups may catch heavier wind and light rain, it could steer someone in the direction to choose a player from the early pairings. The opposite can be true where it may be 50 degrees in the morning, but a beautiful 75-degree perfect weather afternoon between 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. where it may be easier to score. For those into advanced stats, player trends can also lend a hand in selecting a first-round leader for a golf tournament. First-round scoring or first-round strokes gained off the tee are golf stats readily available to the public, as some players may start out strong throughout an entire season but do not score as well in the later rounds. Matchup golf betting. There are a few versions of matchup betting that will be seen on a golf wagering page. Head-to-head matchups between 2 golfers can be for 1 round, or the entire tournament. It is important to get familiar with the sportsbook operator's user experience, so a customer knows which market he or she is trying to place wagers on. These prices will have lines like baseball games, usually providing a favorite option and an underdog option. For example, Daniel Berger is minus 120 over Kevin Kisner at plus 110 for both the head-to-head matchup for the entire tournament and per round. These are useful when a player has a strong course history or has a preferred putting surface putts better on POA greens compared to bentgrass greens. There will also be group betting markets, where a customer will have to select one of 3 players in the group the players are in. These odds selections will normally be higher payouts for customers because a customer is selecting 1 out of 3 golfers instead of head-to-head matchup between only 2 golfers. How to bet on golf online, golf prop bets. Like most sports, there are golf props to check out as well. For bigger tournaments, there are more fun and quirky props such as, will there be a hole-in-one scored by any player over the course of the tournament? We usually see golfers grouped into different categories, such as nationality. Books will break them down mostly into country of origin, so customers can wager on who will be the top American, Englishman, Spaniard in a tournament.